Hey guys, Raj here. I hope you guys are doing well. Today I am back with a review on a fragrance from the house of Xerjoff, and this one is called Naxos, which is part of the 1861 collection. So what you can see in front of you, excuse me, is this is the decant of Naxos. This is the original bottle design. So this is now called 1861 Renaissance. So if you ever see my older videos where I'm talking about 1861, what it is actually 1861 Renaissance. You will see the name at the bottom of the glass there, and there's also Naxos and Zafiro. So this fragrance comes in one size, a 100 ml. In euros it will cost you 195 euros, and in dollars will cost you 245 American dollars. So you know, if you guys know about niche fragrances, and you know Xerjoff, they are not cheap. Top notes: bergamot, lemon, lavender. Heart notes: jasmine, cinnamon, honey, cashmeran. Base notes: tobacco, tonka bean, and vanilla. So Naxos is, first of all, a fragrance I would say is suited for cooler weather. It doesn't have to be cold. I noticed when the weather warmed up a little bit, it was good. I wouldn't say it was great on my skin. I just preferred it when the weather was slightly cooler. So I think around autumn, I think winter, this would be great. But also, you know, depends where you are in the world. I mean, so one person's winter is another person's summer, you know. So also in terms of occasions, I think you could easily wear this to work, no problem. Probably go easy on the trigger though, easy on the number of sprays. This could be a night out fragrance. This could be a kind of date fragrance. I did feel that it was one that could be one that was accepted quite well by other people. I did get some good feedback on this fragrance. It's not one of those niche fragrances that are weird and are gonna put off some people. Definitely worth testing in the real world. I also would say versatility is good, performance is really good, especially in the opening. It's quite loud actually in the opening couple of sprays, so you might want to let it settle in your skin for probably about half an hour. Longevity, as I said, was good. It wasn't amazing. I probably got about 6 hours of noticeable performance, and then another 4 hours, which is quite good, but another 4 hours on top of that where it was a little bit, well, to be honest, it was completely close to my skin, and that's fine. So projection is moderate, longevity is really good. Okay, so the fragrance from the top, the top is quite powerful, and you need to kind of let it settle on the skin. You get like a smoky lavender. There are citrus notes in here, but mentioned, I mean, I don't pick up on them at all. Really what I get is this honeyed, smoky lavender. The smoky lavender reminds me of Aberdeen lavender from Creed. There is this really sweet honey note in there, mixed in with this delectable tonka bean note. Really is mixed nicely. There's kind of like a vanilla effect in there. It kind of reminds me of a honey, cinnamon, tonka candle. Quite Christmassy, quite a little bit spicy, but not over the top. It's really about these sweet notes with tobacco that really dominate this fragrance. That also kind of goes into the middle of the fragrance as the fragrance starts to settle down and develop on the skin much more. I would say there's almost like a leathery quality in here, but not very obvious. It's like a honey glazed leather in some ways. I do like the tobacco in here. It's not over the top. It is a sweet, almost pipe tobacco style. There are pipe tobaccos out there that kind of smell like shisha, like a fruity shisha, but in a more burnt tobacco leaf kind of way, instead of a synthetic harshness. It's not really that. This fragrance has been compared to Pure Havane by Thierry Mugler, and I definitely pick up on the comparisons. I do prefer Naxos, but then if you think about it, Pure Havane is a much more affordable option, and it is similar, and I think for many people Pure Havane would be the way to go. But if you're like really into fragrances, you don't mind spending a little bit extra or much more extra actually for in this case, you will get a much better fragrance. But don't discount Pure Havana. It's a really good option. In the base of this fragrance, well, a lot of the sweetness kind of dies down, and I get this kind of dusty, almost powdery style, musky base, and there is a touch of that sweetness coming from the honey. Really, this is a honey and tobacco fragrance. That's the most dominating notes, and I think it's done to a really nice level, really refined fragrance. I really enjoyed wearing this fragrance. I mean, I've still got a little bit left of my Decan, as you can just about see there. I have got a little bit left, and I'm really going to enjoy wearing this, but I'm actually going to just wait. I've got a few other fragrances in my rotation that I want to go back to. But 1861 Naxos would be a really good addition to anybody's collection. As I said, you know, it does get compliments from other people. I got one really good compliment, and this was after about an hour of spraying it. So I think it is one that don't feel afraid of trying new things, but new and unique and different doesn't necessarily mean strange. It's always good to try new things. So this fragrance is on my to buy list, but I have two other fragrances which at the moment are kind of stopping me from buying this, and I think they are better alternatives. They're not the same, they're in a similar style. The first one is Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. I'm not going to talk about the fragrance, I'm just going to show you the bottles. And the next one is from Parfum de Mali, and this one is Herod. These are both kind of honey, tobacco variations. It's a really good combination of accords and notes. I just feel these two just do it to a much better level. And I'm wondering, do I need another honey, tobacco, another style of that type of fragrance? And I'm kind of thinking probably not. 1861 would be a great addition to my collection, so we'll see what happens. Overall rating, I'm going to give it a good score. Definitely deserves it. 8 out of 10. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Are you a fan of Naxos, or do you prefer Renaissance, which is this one? What about Zafiro? Nobody talks about that, and I have a feeling there's a reason. It wasn't one of my favorites. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, and thanks for watching. Check out my Facebook page, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.